Hello everyone, welcome back to Dine and Dreams. It is your lady Ms.Z. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. We are going to do a bone casting prediction for year 2020 because I really don't know what to expect, so I think we need to consult the ancestors to see exactly what they see coming, especially for spirituality, what you guys can expect. So before we get started, we're going to go ahead and light some sage. And you can always fast forward the video. I might put a timestamp on it. I'm going to go ahead and lay down our foundation. This is my pointer. I hope everybody is starting the new year off right. I do plan on using my handmade deck. I have another ancestral deck. You guys already know about this one. If an ancestor wants to come through. This one is more like the mother wit type of deck because it kind of tells you like it is, but it's become more of a favorable deck now because it wasn't my favorite at first. I don't know if I'm going to be using these decks. This is the Ms.Z Tarot. I'll end up burning the house down. Okay. We're going to use my Agoon bloodline oil. And I done got the oil everywhere, honey. So it don't, don't like that. But shout out to you guys who bought the Agoon bloodline oil. It is like my favorite. I actually anointed my ring. And let me just talk about that before we get into this because that really worked. Okay, I went to a New Year's party and I don't drink really much to none at all, but I was taking all types of shots, and this right here is a protector. Okay, this is my Fulani ring. I got this in association with my tribe, and you'll see my Fulani doll in the back. It's just an energy exchange thing that I'm doing. But anyway, just ignore that. Not ignore the energy, but just, you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so this is my Fulani ring right here, and this is the only ring that I wore because I didn't want to be all spiced up at the party. But I did anoint it, so you can anoint your oils. Use your oil to anoint certain sacred objects, your rings. It doesn't have to be something that's just out there like beads or something like that. You can get something small like a ring or something that's valuable. If you have a necklace, you can anoint that with your oil, and it will serve as protection for you because I was good. I didn't have no issues, no cops, trailing when we was coming home. Everything was good, okay? And it was a protection of this Agoon oil. And like I said, it's like carrying your ancestors with you, their energy and their ashe in a bottle. Now, it's not limited to this because you can always use other things, but I'm just saying that you definitely can use this oil in many different ways. But I do use this when I'm doing my bone castings. I'll drop a little bit of that in there. We're going to also use a little bit of breath of spirit to wake up those senses. Just a tinge. Don't need much. Especially since I'm using cards. Oh no, let me get all my stuff. Make sure I don't get that on nothing. I be going oil crazy, and the next thing you know, you have an oil stain. Child. All right. And you may see me move around a lot. That's just how I do, because I have long legs, so I tend to like to get real comfortable. I have my water, because when the Egun start speaking, the ancestors start speaking, you will need some water. Let's get started. I may go ahead and face the camera down so that we can see the overall viewpoint. So let me give you just a second. Okay, that's a little better. I'm hearing lessons learned. Lessons learned. Ooh, okay. Give me just a moment to overview. There are going to be a lot of ancestors coming with wisdom this year. Okay, because we have the ancestor of wisdom showing up, and we also have the ancestor of magic showing up. So like I said before, if you watch any of my bone castings, you have the ancestor of wisdom. This represents someone who has the stories, and anybody who has the stories, you know, can tell you everything that you need to know. They are the diviners. All right, so that's why when you go to your elders, and this could be your mother, but you know, it would be your grandmother, your grandfather, and they would always tell you a story of how things came to be. Now, even if it's a myth or something like that, it's still a story in which you can figure out what's going to happen next or how the story is going to play out. So the storytellers are going to be coming back, and they may be channeled through different people, because ancestors will come through in different forms. You know, you are an ancestor, and essentially, you know, especially when you transition over, that's when you're called the ancestor. But essentially, you are still a future ancestor. So anything that a person can communicate, you want to watch out for those people that are going to be storytelling this year. This means that certain people are going to come forth and start revealing more information about this world, this earth, everything. Especially with the ancestor of magic, they're really, really close to each other, so they're going to be related. A lot of spiritual people are going to be coming forth with information. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely associated because you have the skull here, and in this sense it would represent the dead, okay, the Egun, the ancestors, ancient beings. Certain ancestors are going to be channeled through us. This also represents healing being done. Some of you are going to be taking on great deals of healing, and there's going to be a lot of healing for your ancestors. This is powerful, okay, because this represents healing, and of course the skull represents death, which is rebirth, and that also represents healing in a sense. It's going to be some grand healing being done. Oh goodness. Okay. As funny thing is, you know, I want to know in the comments, like, what was your first dream of 2020? If those of you who are dreamers, what was your first dream? Because I will mention a little bit of the dream that I had. I had a dream that someone, you know, who is unable, who wears glasses, they, I probably could tell you, it don't matter, but you know, the principle is, I just want to explain the principle. They wore glasses, and basically they were having a hard time seeing without their glasses. So the person, the medicine person, he actually pulled, you know, a snake from the eyes of that person so that they could see again. So that could be taken in different references, but I feel like one of the meanings to that is that certain healers are going to be able to take away certain illnesses this year, and that's going to start coming out. I know you guys have seen a lot of speculation on, you know, healing certain things. I'm not even going to get into that because it is a public platform, but you guys know what I'm talking about, healing major diseases and stuff like that. But there are going to be shamans that are definitely going to be able to pull certain things that were, you know, unexplained, or you don't know why it's there, or it's always been something that could be just medicated. But some of these things are going to come out as entities or energies attached to the person. And that's essentially kind of what it always is. Sickness can definitely form, this is just my opinion, sickness can definitely form around certain negative energies that are attached to the person. So some of those things are going to be coming out, and there's going to be a form of healing that's done around that. A lot of you will be chasing the stuff that you want to basically excel in, because I'm seeing major events around the stuff that you're going to be hopping in, all right? I'm seeing a lot of speedy progress here. A lot of you will be addressing your fears when it comes to spirituality, okay? So what this means is, for those of you who are still held back by the systematic thinking, you're going to have to start addressing that. Because I'm seeing major initiation, but I'm also seeing, you know, this cross here. And it's like a crossroad in a sense. Which path are you going to take? We got the numerology of 3. Three is completion. Completion of cycles. You also have, oh, you got both. Okay. For the new year, we're going to see both energies. Definitely a lot of Oshun energy, and we're going to be seeing a lot of Oya energy. A lot of destruction, but also a lot of abundance. And Oya would definitely be surrounding the ancestors as well. So there's going to be a lot of ancestor work, but these are going to be bringing back certain beings, certain energies, and it's going to be revealed through people. It doesn't necessarily have to be a, some deranged way of looking at things, because a lot of things we can't see, but there's going to be a lot of things that's going to show up. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, she's destroying what's unnecessary. There's also going to be some things brought to the light with the stuff that you can't see. So the snakes in the grass, you are going to be able to identify those snakes, but the main goal is going to be remaining focused on the soul mission. No more distractions. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing outside evils coming in, and it's surrounding your path. It's surrounding distractions. So she's definitely going to be assisting people in destroying those things. So, just be ready for certain, I don't want to say certain relationships, but it could be that as well, just if I'm being honest. Certain relationships that may go on that have kind of just been hiding their true intentions, those things will be brought to the light. Brought to the light. Because on top of that, you have remaining focus on the soul mission. It's right on top of the snake. So it's like, you know what, snake, I see you, but I don't have time for it anymore. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to be actively trying to take away that shine, to try to keep you in the, let's say, depression, things like that, try to keep you in that mode. But I'm seeing still a lot of faith. Faith is going to get you away from this negative energy that's going to try to come in. The power of change is going to be what's going to keep you going forward. Because rest assured, there is something. There's always negative energy. Okay, we're not brand new to that, but it's definitely something that's going to be brought to the table. Everything that's stopping you from getting to this goal, and it's going to amaze you when you find out some of this stuff that's happening underneath the surface, but it's going to be brought to the surface, and with you knowing that, you're still going to be trying to get focused. Okay, let's see what this is. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay, spirit and ancestor, they're saying have patience with spirituality, have patience with healing, have patience with removing negative things, have patience with all of it, especially you guys that are on this shaman path. Like I say shaman generally, but there's many different lanes that some of you guys are taking. They are saying to have patience with this. So some of you are going to be officially identifying yourself into priesthood or priestesses. And it doesn't have to be somebody giving you that title, okay? It doesn't have to be that. You define yourself as what you are, especially if that is what you are becoming. But I'm seeing new birth right here. This is the ancient fossilized eggshell. So what that means to me is, like I said, if we are the ancestors and the ancestors live with us, certain ancestors, again, are going to be coming back. They're going to be awakening. The ancient spirits are going to awaken inside of you, inside of other people, and the knowledge is going to be there for the taking. So do not be surprised. That's what I'm hearing. Do not be surprised if you see certain healers coming forth that are healing stuff that you was like, huh? You know? And I'm not discrediting the doctors and stuff like that, because, like I said, everything has a rhyme or a reason or a purpose. Some things, we shouldn't probably get into, but, everything has kind of went forth in life at this point. For a lot of us that live in the mundane. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I really feel there's going to be some healers, some serious healers that's going to come out the woodworks. And they're going to be healing all types of illnesses and diseases and things like that you were like, okay, wow. How did they get this knowledge? How did they get this information? And it is coming from these ancient ancestors. There's going to be access to that knowledge now. And then right here you have the ancient unknown as well. Let me reshift here. Ugh, okay. The direction bone is pointing towards sacrifice. What are you going to give up for what you want this year? And then you have the investment, masculine energy. So this is why there needs to be a lot of patience, because some of you are going to be trying to get to your goals a lot faster. Things are going to be sped up with the access to certain information that you haven't had before, but there's going to be a lot of, okay, what do I have to do to get to what I want to get to? A lot of sacrifices being made. And this could be as simple as stopping certain addictions, stopping certain over impulsive spending. This could be as simple as that. It could come in small forms for some of you. But those major sacrifices that you're going to make are going to push you to your goal a lot faster than it would if you were just spending your money all willy-nilly and not making any type of investment or, any type of saving. So I see goals being met a lot faster through sacrifice. Some of you are going to feel like the fish out of water, the fish that doesn't blend in, because I'm seeing some of you are finally going to be getting to that zebra mode where you're just going to be revealing your stripes. You're different, okay? But this is not going to stop you. This is just personal insecurity that you're going to have to deal with. It is what it is. You are who you are. And like I said, with certain ancestors coming through, there's going to be no blending in like that. There's going to be no, I'm going to just be, off to the side. No, a lot of things are going to come to the forefront. So people you didn't think was spiritual, you're going to be like, dang, I didn't even know you was in that type of stuff. And they're going to be into that type of stuff. Because you have this goal right here, and this represents negative energy, negative thoughts. It's surrounding these energies. It's surrounding you feeling like you're a fish out of water or this and that. You may be put on the spot. You might be called out. But, it is what it is. It's not going to stop you from your goals. I'm seeing ancient grandmothers. I have to pay attention to that because I wasn't going to bring up, the ancestors that are here because it's going to be different for everybody. But generally, this is going to be for a lot of you because, the mothers, they were the prophecy in the beginning anyway. So, yes, ancient mothers are going to be coming up, going to be visiting, paying a visit to male and female. It doesn't discriminate. I'm just saying that the ancient mothers are going to definitely come forward. You will have to get your health in check. For those of you who have been slacking on that, you will have to get your body able to move. You're going to be making a lot of movement, and this is going to be associated with your dreams. In order to get this to happen, is going to have to associate something to do with the body, fertility, growth, and stuff like that. You're going to be able to move, get the car fixed, whatever you got to do to get that movement going. You're going to want to do it because there is a lot of things that you are going to discover and travel. And I'm feeling, the urge to just really just like, oddly enough, cry. So I feel like there's going to be certain things that you run into that are going to be momentum for you. It's a lot different from being in the same old mundane place. So for those of you who are already out there, good for you. But there's a lot of people that have not experienced getting near natural places, more indigenous type of places where you go out to the market, where you see good people, good energy, things like that. More nature. Let's see what else is going on. Yep. I'm saying if you don't get this stuff taken care of, you're gonna miss out on certain things that's gonna have to deal with your soul mission. But I'm seeing liberation, like you're finally free to do what you want to do. Stop letting stuff hold you back. You do have the ancestor of structure as well coming through. What is he surrounding? They're both surrounding this. Ancient knowledge. Okay. Okay. And the funny thing is, in the higher self, we have the individuality, smart, cunning, observative. So there's going to be a lot of, like I said, you may be on your own, and not in a sense that you are lonely, just in a sense that you're going to be reaching and striving for what's best for you and your wisdom and your knowledge. I'm seeing a need for grounding. So let's go ahead and cut into some cards real quick. There's definitely going to be a lot of ancient mothers, because I see that with the great-grandmother with this right here. I also see that with the fossilized bone associated with the mother. There's going to be a lot of ancient mothers coming back. You might definitely wake up one day and feel like a whole nother person. And it's still you, but, like I said, certain ancestors are going to start speaking. They're going to pick people to speak through, okay? So just be ready and prepared for it. Time to go. All right. And this might be 2 videos. We'll see. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got on the surface right now before I pull any other cards. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely completion. So some of you are going to be in your happiest moments. I'm seeing a lot of, like I said, grounding and foundational stuff being built. A lot of families coming together, happy families. So there's going to be a lot of happiness, definitely, and completions of family. Getting into a completion. Okay, we got the warrior spirit, and you also have the witch doctor. A lot of determination to get things done, to be very protective. And I do see protective as well, because the magic, the ancestor of magic is surrounding a rib. So it kind of represents like protection. As you discover the knowledge, you are getting protected. You are being more protected from things that you cannot see. Well, you're still going to be able to see, but like I said, it's going to be to a point that even outside things won't affect you. Let's see what else. Yeah. I feel like this is like the ancient mother. Then you have the elephant, and I want some of you to look up the meaning of the elephant, because the elephant is wise, protective, represents loyalty, does represent protection for the ancestors and from the ancestors. So that's an important spirit animal. Okay. And get a few cards from here. Wise old man. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so we got good transformation. You got bad news and good news. But it was on top of good transformation. So it seems like there's going to be a shift, a major shift for a lot of people where things may be like, well, you're evicted, you got to get the hell out of here. But then you get good news and you're like, oh shoot, I just got a house, you know? So it's going to be certain scenarios like that. Hopefully not exactly like that, but don't take everything for face value, okay? Because what could be seen as, okay, this is just such a disappointment, will actually turn out to be something beneficial for you, okay? Because that's what they're saying with good transformation. So don't look at it like, oh my God, this is just, I can't believe this is happening right now. And in reality, it's actually going to be something good for you. You got enjoying life. Oh, I need to put that right there. Enjoying life. That's going to be it, okay? We got wise old man coming through. Again, a lot of wisdom. Bad news and good news and good transformation. These are some good cards, especially from this deck. This deck will tell you that everything's going wrong. That deck don't play about a lot of stuff. So let's get some last cards from this right here. It says, I need a damn break. Okay. Calm down. Okay. Alright, so we need a break. So that's everybody getting closer and connected, traveling. Come down. That represents because you're going to be, everybody's going to have a lot of energy to do a lot of things, but they're telling you to remain focused. If you are not focused on your goals, it's just going to be you hopping around, okay? So there's going to be a surge of energy, but you have to use that surge of energy wisely. Put it to places that you already have something started, or it's something that you really wanted to do and you know that you can carry this mission out for 12 to 6 months, okay? I keep on road. So they're telling you that there's going to be a lot of places that you need to relax. Don't let the relaxing get to the point where you're just getting lazy, okay? But I feel like this is a year, like I said, of enjoying life. Doing what really matters to you and enjoying yourself. I hear messages beyond this realm. So this is for everybody. Pay attention to the stuff that you hear in your gut, that you hear in your ear, because the ancestors are going to be whispering, all right? They're going to be saying stuff to you. You may hear something through somebody else. And I always say that to people. I need to make that video. But you can hear people talk through other people, okay? And this is written in books too. And I already knew this information, but I've actually seen it written in some of these books that talk about the ancestors, where they will actually speak through other people. And I think it was some spirit book or something like that, but I don't know what it was, but that was pretty much one of the things I seen, okay? I didn't read the book, but I caught that little glimpse of it, and I was like, dang, I already knew that. You know, they actually will come up, and you will know that it is them because it don't sound like them. It's a different